Hey all, it's Carter here with CB Home Solutions, and in today's video we are discussing the red flags to watch out for when it comes to cash home offers. So the chances are that if you're watching this video, you probably saw an advertisement of ours in some way, shape, or form, and you're curious, you're wondering about the cash offer process, which is what I will fill you in on here in the next couple minutes. But if you guys would rather read this, feel free to scroll down, feel free to read that. We have multiple other downloads on this page, so use those to your benefit. But red flags to watch out for when it comes to cash offers. Let's go over the list of 5 here, and I'll dive into each and every single one just so you know what to expect. So number 1, this seems very, very simple. It seems like an obvious thing, but do they have the actual cash to purchase your property? And why I mention this, because there are a lot of investors out there, cash home buyers out there, that do not actually have the cash to purchase your particular house or rental property or whatever the scenario might be. What they instead do is they will contract your property for sale, they'll make you an offer on that, and then they will try and find someone to perform on that and then receive a fee in return. They don't actually have the money to buy it. So the simple way to mitigate this, the simple way to avoid this from happening is, hey, can you show us a proof of funds with your offer to purchase? Meaning, can you show us that you actually have the proof that you have the cash to buy this place? And they should be able to provide a bank letter, a bank statement, or some written letter from a lending institution or whatever they're going to use in order to buy your particular property. If they cannot, I would consider that a very, very large red flag, because how are you actually going to sell the place? Okay, so going into number 2, have they bought previous houses? Now, this isn't an absolute must, but it is a very, very large determining factor, especially when we're doing business with people. The biggest thing, especially in our line of work, when we're hiring contractors to work on properties, have you replaced a roof before? Have you done a bathroom remodel before? Generally speaking, we are not going to hire a contractor to replace a roof who has never replaced a roof before. I don't want to take that chance, especially when it comes to a very expensive asset such as your house or a rental property that you own. And it is no different when it comes to the house buying business. Like, if they don't have the money, and if they've never bought a property before, that is basically that is a no-go, at least in my mind, in my interpretation. And it's up for you, or up to you, to decide what would work out best. But that is a very large thing. Have they bought properties before? Do they have a track record of success? So on and so forth. Number 3, are they submitting a deposit? So if you're familiar with home sales, and even if you aren't familiar with home sales, generally speaking, there's something called an earnest money deposit. I always explain this as it's a good faith deposit that the individual is going to move forward with the offer to purchase your particular property. And if someone is not willing to submit a deposit, what that ultimately means is, are they uncertain that they're actually going to perform on this? Is there some sort of hesitancies on their side? Because if they're not willing to submit a deposit, what's the chances that they're actually going to follow through with this purchase? And if you would ask me the question, okay, Carter, what's a general deposit amount, so on and so forth, I always say it's typically 1% of the purchase price, or it could be $5,000, $10,000, non-refundable, so on and so forth. So if they do back out, you get that money. First off, it's sent to the title company, and then it would come back to you. So that is the quick explanation on, are they submitting a deposit? It would generally be on the second page of the Wisconsin offer to purchase documents. So number 4, do they need partners to purchase your property? This is a very tricky situation to avoid. So when investors come in, specifically a certain type of investor, they're going to tell you, okay, I'll talk with my partners, or I'll talk with whomever. They always label it some outside source. That if that's the case, it might not necessarily be a red flag. They might have actual partners that they need to discuss things with, run things past, so on and so forth. But with partners, this could also classify under, hey, this offer is contingent upon me partnering with another person. So if they're unable, I would propose the question to them, if you're unable to find a partner, then what happens? Do we still move forward with the offer to purchase? Does something change? Does something go south? Like, what is that scenario? And if they say, hey, nothing changes, we're still going to move forward, then there's nothing to worry about. If they say, oh, well, then we would have to back out on the offer, we can't perform on it, so on and so forth, I would be extremely, extremely concerned, because there are several unknown factors when it comes to that, and that's not something that you want to put yourself in a position of. And then number 5, is there an inspection or due diligence period? Now, although an inspection in the offer to purchase might not be listed, please do check the additional provisions, because if there's an inspection or a due diligence period, this means that if an investor or a cash buyer or someone finds something that they do not like with the property, it gives them the ability to back out of that offer to purchase, which is very, very concerning. So, of course, do your research, read through things, walk through things, talk through things with the individual that you might be talking with. If you guys are interested in a no obligation cash offer on your particular place, or you're interested in learning more, feel free to call us at 920-521-8000. Either myself or Joe from our office will be able to help you out. But I look forward to being able to talk to you soon. Again, here are the red flags to watch out for with any cash offer to purchase, and I will talk to you guys soon.